Good morning. So it's that time again. It's intermittent fasting challenge time. So hello to those people who've been regulars on the group, but hello to all the new people. With quite a lot of new people on the group this time around. You'll notice if there's over about 165 to 170 people in the group at the minute. So welcome everybody. I'm really excited about this one, probably because I need it myself after the summer I've had. A really good way to kickstart the new sort of season, get rid of the bloat, get my energy levels back up again, get the lethargy gone, get the motivation back. So welcome to the group. There's a few things I want to talk about for starting off. There's a few things we need. Again, for you people who've done this before, you know this, you've heard it before, but listen again anyway, just in case there's something you forgot, because again, we get a wee bit complacent when we're doing this. Another thing as well too, for everybody, new people, old people, everybody, please try and interact with the group as much as possible so we know exactly where you are and what's happening. Look, I meet people all the time. I met a woman in Lidl 2 weeks ago and she says, "Oh, I'm part of your intermittent fasting group. I love it, it's fantastic." She says, "But I sit in the background, I don't really interact, I don't really do anything, so you'd never have heard from me." But I don't know why. Listen, nobody can see you, nobody knows who you are. It's completely anonymous group, so just go with it, right? Just enjoy the challenge, interact as much as possible, give thumbs up, ask questions. That's what we're here for. That's why this is created, for you to be part of a community, part of something good, part of something that everybody's doing the same thing. We've all got the same goal, we've all got the same challenge, right? We're all here, we all entered this group because we want to lose weight. Hopefully for the people who've been doing this a while, your mindset has changed and they reaping the other health benefits more so than the weight loss. But we all started because we want to lose a bit of weight. So a few wee things that we want to think about here. The way this challenge works, the way it's always worked, is we weigh in on Sunday morning. So on Sunday morning, which is tomorrow morning, put your weight in the group, right? What your starting weight is in pounds. Now again, look, a lot of people, I'll just say what people say. I'm wild fat, I'm overweight, I don't really want to post my weight up. Nobody cares. We're all here for the same thing. We're all here to help each other get the progress and get the results that we want. Nobody cares what number you are. Nobody cares about what weight you are. All we care about is how can we help each other get the best results possible. This is why I started this community or challenge or whatever, and it's completely free. It's because I genuinely from the bottom of my heart want to help you get the results you want, and so does everybody else in the group. We all want to help each other, right? That's the whole point of this. So don't be afraid to interact. Don't be afraid to ask questions. If you do have any questions, message me privately if you want. I don't care. That's what I'm here for. For these 5 days, I dedicate these 5 days just to this group. I don't do any other Facebook videos or anything. It's about this group, about getting maximum results from this group. And there's a few wee things that we need to really be paying attention to. So it helps me if you give me some feedback so I know that you've got the message, because again, it is just a weight loss group, or sorry, a WhatsApp group. And I know some of yous mute it and then go on whenever yous want, and some of yous don't really pay attention, some of yous forget about it in the background. I want you to maximize these 5 days and feel absolutely freaking awesome at the end of it. So just to let me know that you've got the message, put a wee thumbs up at the end of every message, so I know how many people I've got. I know how many people are still going on the program. I know how many people have progressed, and we don't lose anybody along the way. So just a wee thumbs up. You watched the video, if you've read the text or you've asked a question, a wee thumbs up. That's all I ask, just so I know that you're here, you're participating, and you're with me. All right, so the way it normally works is we do the weigh-in on the Sunday morning and we do the weigh-in on the Saturday morning. Next Saturday morning, then you post up your weight again in pounds and also the difference how much weight you've lost. But what's really important here, guys, right, and this is what's really important, just if you've watched any of my videos, you know, you've heard me talk about anything, my strap line, if you want, is I want to help you look good and feel good. Personally, I don't care what you weigh. For me, the number is arbitrary. I don't like the scales, and any clients come on with me on the change program in the gym, we don't use scales. I think they're the work of the devil, and all they do is cause emotional damage. I've been doing this 35 years, and I have worked with thousands of women, right? I have yet to meet a single woman who has a positive emotional relationship with a set of scales. It doesn't happen, right? So I don't like them. So if you don't want to do your weight, I don't actually mind, but I would much rather that you had some sort of measurement tool to see your progression over the 5 days. For example, right? And this, I love this. This for me is the number one tool. Say right now you're sitting at just about a comfortable size 16, right? I want you to go on the Primark, £5, £10, whatever, cheapest pair of trousers, a size 14. I want you to buy a size 14 trousers, and on Saturday morning you're going to try them on. Right? Simple as that. How did you feel? How did you do? Did you get into those trousers? Right? Or if you have big expectations for yourself, buy a size 12. But you get my point. Some sort of way to measure progress. For me, the clothes thing is the best, right? That means more to me than a number and a set of scales, because the number and a set of scales really doesn't mean much, to be quite honest, to anybody. It means you've got lighter, but what's really happened? So that's what I would prefer that you did. So do something. So put up a size 16, size 18, size 12. And again, people, nobody cares. This is not a judgment. This is not about somebody pointing a finger or laughing, because we're all in the same fucking boat, right? We're all there. And I know there's a lot of ladies specifically sit in the background because they're a size 16 or they're 14 stone or 16 stone, or ladies even heavier. We don't care. All we care about is helping you look good and feel good as a community. So please, please embrace it for what it is. This is, if you want your safe space. There's no safer space for you ever than this space right here. You can talk about how you feel, you can talk about your digestive issues, you can talk about absolutely everything. Your insecurities, how emotionally attached you are to these scales, and how much of an emotional roller coaster it is, and fucks your head up every time you step on, you see a pound going up because you think you've done well. This is where you can do that, because I have all the answers for you. I've worked with thousands of women, I've helped thousands of women get results, and I know how to help you. And it's not with a diet. Well, it is a wee bit. It's more about what happens up here, right? How do we? I call myself a nutrition counsellor, for Christ's sake. That's majority of what I do, is counselling people about their food, about their progress, about their results, about what they think they're doing and what they're not doing. Because you're all brainwashed. But anyway, we're diverting from what the whole point is. So I want you to really embrace this. There's a lot of information now that we need to take on board now for the next 5 days. Things that we need to prep, things that we need to get ready. So we're going to need a protein shake. We're going to need a tub of protein. Go to Hollands and Bards, go to B&M, whatever. Whey protein. They're all pretty much the same, guys. It doesn't really matter which one. It's about picking the flavour that you like. The whey protein is very important for 2 reasons now. But there's a cap. There's something I want you to pay attention. For women getting through perimenopause and you feel a lot of bloat, you might be better getting a whey isolate, not a whey concentrate, or like a plant protein, right, might work a wee bit better. If you're someone who still gets very, very, very irritated with any protein shake, get bone broth. All right, here locally, if you go to Dunnes stores down in Ballymac, they sell a bone broth. Bone broth. What we want to do is we want to line the stomach before the first meal, so it stops us food cravings. Preferably we want to do it with protein, because one of the downsides of fasting is we're eating less, obviously, but we're obviously eating less protein. And one of the big downsides of any weight loss protocol, any diet, is the fact that you lose muscle tissue. I've designed this so you don't lose any muscle tissue, but the caveat to that is we have to hit the right amount of protein. All right, and so having the protein shake half an hour before your first meal, or before you break your fast, is a very important part of that process. So get away protein, or a whey isolate. It's isolated because there's less lactose in it. Sometimes it's the lactose in the whey that irritates you. So there's a whey concentrate, which is more lactose. Whey isolate, which is less lactose, but it's a bit milkier. Not the beef protein, guys. The beef protein doesn't have any effect on killing satiety or filling your stomach or lining the stomach, none whatsoever. So forget about the beef protein. It will give you protein, but it's not going to work for what we want as the pre-meal sort of, sort of lining the stomach so we don't gorge. Because whenever you're fasting for a long period of time and you do start to eat, we do tend to want to overeat. So we want to put in all the tools that we can so we don't do this. The next important thing is hydration. You must have some form of hydration formula. The big downside of fasting, the headaches, the tiredness, all come from dehydration. So go to, again, Hollands and Bards and buy some sort of hydration drink, Or what I like to use is apple cider vinegar. I want you to take an apple cider vinegar anyway. Everybody starts their morning off with apple cider vinegar. It helps to release fat molecules to process for energy. But we'll get into that during the week. So get yourself some apple cider vinegar. But apple cider vinegar in the morning with a squeeze of lemon and a couple of grains of Himalayan salt or sea salt or rock salt also helps with hydration. But the hydration drinks are nice and tasty. Right? You get ones that have no calories. We can drink it several times through the day, especially as we go into more prolonged fasts. So there are two things that you really, really need. The other thing I want you to focus on is when we do eat, we are going to massively reduce processed foods and we're going to reduce carbohydrates. So it's primarily going to be fats and protein. Good, healthy fats for regulating hormones and lots of protein for preserving that muscle tissue. And again, we'll get into this as we go through it. Any questions, please let me know. Please don't hesitate to ask anything. And welcome to all the new people. I hope you really smash this. At the end of this 5 days, I want you looking good and feeling absolutely amazing. Great job.